Hello, this is Diana. This is my Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. On my channel, I'm helping you fearlessly and unapologetically live your best, most authentic life. I am helping you break through your barriers and transcend any limitations you may have. If that sounds good to you, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Before we get started, I also offer intuitive transformational coaching. So if you need intuitive guidance to help support you on your healing, self-improvement, and or spiritual journey, my contact information is in this video description below, as well as my Facebook group, Instagram, and TikTok links. On February 9th, 2024, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So the topic of this video is going to be 5 things you should do for the Aquarius New Moon 2024. So remember that new moons are about bringing in new energy, starting cycles, and full moons are more about releasing energy and closing the cycle. Aquarius is a fixed air sign. They're known to be more free spirits, very intelligent, creative, independent, idealistic, even eccentric at times. They can also be unpredictable, emotionally detached, aloof, and stubborn. A lot of fixed signs do have that stubborn trait. They can also be seen as more of humanitarians. They want to change the world, more rebellious, visionaries. 5 things you should do for this Aquarius new moon. So number 1, celebrate your uniqueness. So this is a really good time to imprint your unique frequency on the world, even if you see things in a different way. So if you see things in a different way than most of the world does, don't be afraid to express that, or maybe set intentions to do so if you have trouble doing that. So this may require you to be uncomfortable and get outside of your comfort zone. I know there's a lot going on in the world, even a lot of chaos, right? So it's important that instead of absorbing all that energy and even negative energy, chaotic energy, to imprint your unique frequency on the world. You came on this earth for a purpose. So, and your purpose is often connected to your passions or even some of the darker experiences you've had or the struggles you've overcame. So just keep that all in mind when you're imprinting your unique frequency on the world and not being afraid to express that. And that's even if it goes against the status quo or what society standards are, what your family thinks you should do, your partner thinks you should do, friends think you should do. It's about really stepping into your authenticity and expressing that to the world. People that change the world are the people that aren't afraid to be unique and express themselves, even if they think differently than everybody else, right? So number 2 kind of goes into number 1. It's blazing new paths. You're here on the Trailblazers of the Universe YouTube channel. When I think of someone that's a trailblazer, they kind of embody this kind of energy. My rising or ascendant sign is Aquarius, so I can really resonate with that energy, all about blazing new trails, going where other people haven't, not being afraid to explore something new or something no one else has looked into. So it's a good time to give energy to any new projects or even ideas that might seem eccentric to some or like out of the ordinary. Like, it's a good time to give life to these ideas and to blaze these new paths wherever you go, to do it shamelessly and fearlessly. And you never know how many other people you can help and maybe awaken and inspire just by being your authentic self and doing what you feel is right and not letting fear hold you back. And I talk about new moons being a good time to start new cycles, so this is a great time to start a new cycle of doing that. And just having more fun with it, not getting so serious, not being so attached to the outcome. Just how Aquarius is more emotionally detached. That can actually help you because maybe you won't care so much about what people think. You're just kind of flowing with it. You're not getting your emotions all involved. You're just doing what you feel intuitively guided to do or just what you feel drawn to do. Which brings me to number 3, which is follow your intuition and let your personal truth guide you. You have this vision for a reason. You want to blaze this new path for a reason. You have this idea, this project, whatever it is, or maybe you know what your purpose is. Whatever the case may be, it came to you for a reason. And remember that if you can envision it, you can dream it, you can live it, right? If you can visualize it, all is mind, right? Everything starts in the mind first. So if you can imagine it, it's a possibility for you, but you also have to take that inspired action. So following your intuition and letting your truth guide you, what is your personal truth? on a soul level, what do you feel is true for you? And your truth is going to be different than other people's truth, and that's okay. But there are going to be a lot of people that resonate with your truth too. You know, we are all connected. So by following your intuition and letting your truth guiding you, you're also inspiring others to do the same. And if you're not sure where your intuition is guiding you, or you have a lot of different thoughts, and you're not sure which way to go, or how to even embark on this journey, maybe get into meditation, set some new intentions so you can do so. Ask for help from your spirit guides, higher self, ascended masters, whoever it is that you connect with and resonate with. So number 4, embracing what makes you feel free and what feeds your soul. I said that Aquarius is more of a free spirit, right? They kind of go with the wind. They're an air sign. Kind of going with the wind, letting go of the resistance, the overthinking. How can you tap into more of a free and expansive energy? When we think of tapping into what makes you feel free, it's something that makes you feel expansive. You don't feel constricted. You don't feel stuck. You don't feel trapped. So what are some things you could do that gives you more of that free feeling? So what can you do to tap more into that feeling? A lot of it's making sure you're just having fun, following your passions, and doing what feels natural to you and what sets your soul on fire. So that kind of tap goes into what's feeding your soul as well. What makes you feel alive again? What kind of, maybe the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling, or an activity, or a hobby, or a passion. What feeds your soul? What makes you excited to get up every day? And if you don't have anything, it's okay. Set an intention to find that. Meditate more. Be more spontaneous. Don't be afraid to do something new. Try something new. You know, it could be like right around the corner, but, you know, sometimes if we're just stuck too much in a routine or a pattern of doing things, it can feel unnatural to do that. It's being more spontaneous and fun, going with the flow a little more. And also maybe thinking of what you want to create in this world. That's a thought that just came to me. Number 5, the last one, is breaking out of old patterns and shifting to a new paradigm. So I said that Aquarius are visionaries, right? They often think outside the box. They do use a lot of logic though as well. I consider Aquarius also to be a very logical sign. I consider them also to be creative and idealistic as well. To break out of old patterns, we have to be aware of the patterns. So maybe this might be a good time to journal some things, like what patterns keep coming up in your life? What is holding me back? If you answer, what is holding me back from shifting to my dream life, finding my purpose, see what comes up. That might be a block, a subconscious block you have. Whatever your instant answer is, journal that out. And it's not about judging yourself, beating yourself up. It might be something to evaluate and say, is that really true for me? You know, that might have resonated with the old me, right? But is that really what I believe? Or is that something that was a belief that was maybe enforced upon me, or that I just took on from someone else? Maybe it's not my belief. So it's really about facing any kind of fears, blocks, insecurities, and kind of breaking down why. Like, why do I feel this way? Okay, why is that true for me? Why does that need to be true? And just knowing that you can choose differently. Once you decide differently, once you decide you want to be better, once you decide you're going to do this, make a decision. You can say, hey, you know what? I did feel this way, but that doesn't work for me anymore. And then maybe it could be a new affirmation, a new belief system. There are a lot of YouTube channels. Dylan James is a good one. Nightly meditation, like you can listen to when you're sleeping, that can reprogram your subconscious mind to what you do want. There are all kinds of things like that about reprogramming your subconscious. Shifting to a new paradigm, basically, and shifting to a new reality is going to require you to think, feel, and act differently. So if you keep doing those things consistently, thinking, feeling, and acting in alignment with your higher self version or your ideal version of yourself, and just being aware when you're going back to the old patterns of thinking, you can reprogram yourself as well. It might not feel natural at first, but the more you do it with repetition, the easier it gets. And a lot of it's just acting as if to. Because when you continue to act as that version, regardless of what's going on, it might feel kind of weird, but you're kind of ingraining that, hey, this is the kind of person I am now, showing the universe, showing whatever, even to yourself, your subconscious, hey, this is what we're doing now. You keep taking that little bit of action outside of your comfort zone, that inspired action. That might feel a little scary, but also exciting. That's what you want to follow. And that's going to help shift you to a new paradigm. Some other questions to consider, and maybe to journal on, that could really help you bring in this Aquarius New Moon energy. And some of the things I talked about are, what inner truth have you been ignoring? What does your soul desire? And I'm talking about what your soul desires, not what society wants for you, not what your parents want for you, not what your partner wants for you, Not what your friends want for you, not even what your job wants for you, right? It's like, what does your soul really desire? How can I get closer to my soul's desire? How can I think, feel, and act differently? What inspired action can I take? What do I need to do to get there? And see what comes up. And maybe bring this into a meditation to get more guidance from your higher self or your spirit guides or whatever. Also think about what kind of life do you want to live. So start to visualize these things. Start to kind of even see yourself in that reality and envision yourself how you would think and really feel into it. You know, do visualizations on that, whatever your ideal reality is. That can really help as well, to really program that into you. The last thing I'll say is also releasing others' expectations of how your life should be. Aquarian energy is really about, I said they could even be rebels, right? More, I said more eccentric, idealistic, even humanitarian, right? They're the people that aren't afraid to think outside the box. And those are the people that can change the world, right? The people that aren't afraid to think differently than everyone else and to make change and not really care what other people's opinions are, you know, because you know that's your truth and you stand by your truth and you're passionate about it. So if this content resonated with you, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell and put all notifications on. I have some people that I follow on YouTube. Like, I don't get notified when they post a video because I had like personalized notifications on. So when I put all notifications on, I find that it comes in my feed again, right? Or I get the notifications. So for some reason you aren't getting notified my videos, that might be why. Or if you're just a new subscriber here, then yeah, make sure to do that so you're notified when I post new videos. So happy new moon and have a good day. Namaste.